Woo-hoo!
Here we are.
Woo! Man,
Outstanding
we
in our field
are
here.
outstanding in the field. Let's see, we got to do the official opening.
Official opening.
Get my Canjo tuned up.
Yeah.
Welcome to the big show. Woo, 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 with Jerry and Casey. Out of here, we are at the brick house. You can't see the brick house because that's actually in front of us, behind you, I guess. But we are in front of actually what we call the original log cabin, the log cabin that where everything got started here at Henderson Settlement, 1925. Now, it seems like we might be a little dark. It's the clouds are coming over, and then the sun will pop out. When the sun pops out, man, it's kind of warm.
Very, very
But
warm.
while the clouds are over like now, man, it is very comfortable. Got a light breeze blowing. It's been kind of rainy. You can see the clouds above us here, and it's kind of been raining coming and going. Look like we might get a little bit
later today.
More later today, but it's been a good week. We are kind of what we would call now the slower part of the summer season. Work camp is kind of wound down. We've had about 15 people on campus this week. We had a group of 2 folks from
Gibsonburg,
Ohio, and wonderful folks. They're actually still here. And then we had a group of 13 from Faith Community Church, I think it is, in North Carolina.
Yep.
Forgive me for not remembering the name of the Valdez, North Carolina. Valdez, that's right it was. And wonderful folks. They came here. I don't think they'd ever been here at that church before, so they were doing some things and did some finish up projects in the community. And they actually left out this morning.
Yes, headed
back to North Kakalaki.
Yep.
That's where they headed back to. Really good folks. We hope they make it back. And it's been a good time. We got next week.
Yep.
We've got what we call the sower group here for next week, and the following week they are actually finishing up the final 2 weeks of the home build for the folks in the community. This will be your 36th complete home build in the area. That is amazing that you folks out there support that and you make that possible for folks in the community that otherwise very, very unlikely anything like that would happen. So this family is certainly very deserving of that, and we're excited about that. And I think it's on Friday the 24th, maybe Thursday 23rd. We're kind of
we'll let you know for sure when the blessing happens, so that you can join in with us during that time and pray for the family and stuff that goes on.
But anyway, at the end of that house build, the last day or two of that final week, we do, like what Casey said, a house blessing, and we have the work team that's there and any other folks from previous weeks that have been here. It's a 6-week build. And to come in if they want to come in for that. Of course, the family's there. We do kind of the official presentation of the key to the home, and that pretty much wraps it up. So it's ready to be moved into and all that good stuff. And we're really excited for that family. And this sower group that has done the house this year, this is like they've had a hand in fully building or finishing or some part of about 15 or 16 homes or so. Since 1993 is when we first started doing this. They kind of come in towards the last half of that. So it's been amazing what those folks have been doing from Ohio and continue to do. And just such a blessing to the folks of the community. Now, so that's going on. And then out there, so next week, I think it's only the sower group that's here. Maybe 8 or 9, maybe of them here next week. Then the following week, sowers here. Then I think we've got another group or 2 that's here. And then we kind of get into the Labor Day period.
Quiet down again, another little lull, and
then we hit September, October with adult groups coming in. That is really, really good, folks. Adult groups, mostly retired folks. Sometimes you have youth groups on fall break that will come through and participate.
And sometimes they bring a family member with them.
Sometimes, that'll happen too. That's really good. And so it's just kind of a lot of seasons to work camp and to Henderson Settlement here. One of the reasons, though, that we wanted to be here outside today, we've kind of been trying to improve our internet. So the internet has began the official transition phase. We're having to spend some money that we didn't quite expect, about $500 or somewhere between $500 and $800.
Because the new equipment, the old equipment wouldn't talk to each other.
Yeah, wouldn't quite get along with one another.
No.
You can't do that. So, that's some funds that we are having to spend to make things better for everything that we didn't anticipate. If that's something you're interested in donating towards, certainly we appreciate that. And they kind of note that on any donation you give, or you want to contact us to learn more about that. Anything towards that is helpful. The telephone system is getting really close.
Real close.
Now, so we've had the official changeover and to the new provider, and we've got that going on. And we run into multiple complications with that. We are finally we've been waiting on one part to arrive that we thought was getting here last week. It got here this morning. After this, I'm going to go see if I can make things worse.
Things worse.
And work on that.
2 steps forward, 1 step back.
So most of the phones are working, and the fax line, what we call analog lines, that transition is supposed to be completed next week. So if you try to send us a fax and you're not getting any response or anything from us, it's because we're not getting it. It's kind of just sitting out there in the system.
You can scan it and email it. That's a better way.
Email it for the next week or so would be the best way to go. Now, we think it's being rectified. Jim told me yesterday that he talked to the service providers for the telephone system, that they had messed up our paperwork.
Yeah.
So we currently, when we're calling folks,
all the
our number is not showing up as Henderson Settlement. It's showing like a 302 number, Pineville, Kentucky, Millsboro, Kentucky, all that. But which is the way it's going to be. Now we've only got the only number that we've had from the past that is carried over is the 606-337-3613.
Yeah.
So if you need to call us, that's the number to call. All these other numbers that might be in the system will no longer work for us.
Yeah.
And so if you just dial that one number, even if that line specifically is occupied, it'll roll over into one of the other 302 number lines. So if you receive a call and it's a 302 number and it says Pineville, it's very likely for the next few days that's possibly us. But it will begin showing up as Henderson Settlement. Okay.
Yep.
So
we got people we need to say hi to.
Oh, what do we got going on here? Let's see who's talking to us. Yeah.
There's a Mike Feely.
Hey, Mike Feely. Now listen here, Mike Feely. I'm glad you're watching. It's good to have you out there. But for the big show world out there, I just need to know it. Judy, my Kenjo felt like it got out of tune.
It did.
Yeah. We Mike Feely left here, and he left Henderson Settlement, and he did wonderful things here. We miss him already.
Yes, we do.
However, I'm a bit concerned.
Yes.
I think he was on his way between here and Knoxville, Chattanooga, headed south, and he got abducted.
Yes.
He's been abducted because I get all these posts on our Facebook page and things like that, my personal Facebook and all that, says, pictures from Prague and Switzerland. And I don't know what's up with that. I don't know, Mike Feely. How do you leave Henderson Settlement and make such a wrong turn that you're in Europe somewhere? What's up with that?
Yeah, I thought only Bugs Bunny got off track like that.
Well, that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it kind of all comes together now. So, Mike Feely, we're glad you're having a good time. You and Annette out there, and you certainly deserve that. I'm envious. Some of those pictures, you've been putting on there, just beautiful.
Oh, very beautiful.
And the Alps or whatever that is.
Yeah.
And all, man. Of course, I put a picture on there to kind of contradict that and show you
that was good.
Ours, that was kind of the redneck version. But anyway.
And Kathy Decker Landis says she's watching from Kansas.
Hey, Kansas.
And Janine Volkers.
Yeah, Janine Volker, yes.
Says, love the new website.
Woohoo! Love the new webpage. Yeah, we've transitioned.
What? New webpage?
Yeah.
We gotta tell them about that.
We need to talk about that.
There's a new webpage.
Yeah.
You have to check it out.
Check it out.
It's a little more interactive and a lot easier to navigate, I think, anyways.
Oh, yeah, a lot.
It's got some pretty pictures on there. And
one of the nice things about it, to kind of, I don't want to talk over top
of you.
You talk over top
of me. That's your job.
One of the nice things about it is now, it's a little easier to find work camp projects and forums and things like that relative to
all
work
on the
camp,
same page.
All over, it's right there. You hit that, boom, you're right there. But a very nice thing is that for folks who have never been here before, especially, and perhaps even folks who have been here and only stayed in one particular area, you can actually get a visual picture tour, so to speak, of the facilities that you could potentially be staying in, whether that's the Mission Dorm, one of the houses, Evans, Brick, Hope, cottages. You kind of see what those look like.
The cottages later today.
Cottages aren't on there. They're under construction.
Yeah, they'll be there later today.
Not the cottages themselves.
Yeah, but the
picture
pictures.
part of it. So those should be showing up. So we're really excited about that. Just a lot of good changes we think will be really useful and helpful to folks trying to find out more about us and what's going on.
Right.
But especially the Mission Dorm. The majority of folks stay in the Mission Dorm, and that's an opportunity for them to see that, show that to other people in the group, and say, hey, this is where we're going to be staying.
Tell them we got inside toilets. They don't have to go to the outhouse.
But, if you really want to, no, let's not.
No. Well, there is one at the greenhouse farm over there. If they really want that sort of interaction. But otherwover,
if you really want to go country,
really nice.
Gone country.
Gone country, yeah.
Where did George go? Oh, he's gone country.
Yeah.
He's over towards the greenhouse. Anyway, so, just a lot of wonderful things going on. So, phone, internet, all that's coming along. We're really excited about that. But keep an eye out on those phones and that type of thing. So that change is coming.
And we're working on our new communications interest groups. And we're starting with youth, farm, and greenhouse on that. If people want to get extra information, they sign up for those, and they can do that through our constant contact email. And that's a page on the website too, that they can sign up for the email. And when they do, they can mark one of those categories and the newsletter as one of their interests, and monthly we will send them some sort of update on those different ministries.
Yeah, that's a wonderful thing. We want to the newsletters and whatnot hit everybody that's interested in receiving that. But
we can't put everything in there.
You can't, and so we're trying to also recognize focus groups, people who, like Casey just said, have a specific interest in a certain area, and then kind of hit them with a little extra information that might impact them, interest them, and say, hey, I've been wondering about what's going on with such and such, and hey, I got to have showed up.
Yep.
That type of thing. So if perhaps you are interested in a specific certain area, contact us and say, hey, put me in on that farm side of it, or the youth side of it, or the greenhouse side of it, and we'll be happy and certainly add you to that focus group. And I think we're going to add some focus groups as we go along. Is that correct?
Yes. Yeah. But we're starting with these three because of the grants that the farm and the greenhouse are getting, and then also all the changes we're making with the youth and the youth focus on that.
And in general, those things aren't as obvious, so to speak.
Correct.
Perhaps work camp, food pantry, some of those things that get a lot of notice.
You want to read them this time?
Well,
whoops, sorry.
Yeah, look at that. I can read them here. Let me get my glasses out. This says, roses are red, violets are blue. They ain't nothing better than the big show to you.
That's pretty much it. Starting there at the top. Where we left
Judy Wilson. Hey, Judy.
Hey, Judy. Hurry up and get down here.
Indiana. Woo, woo. And then Cletus Jones Kissbro. Hey. Cletus, local girl.
Yeah.
Watching us. Yeah, at Shanoa. Hey, y'all, how you are getting her done? Yeah, we're getting her done. We're working right at it. And we're here at the log house for a specific purpose. We're trying to tear through this other stuff. So
we'll get to that. Hang in there.
And Cletus also says it's a nice view. Well, we appreciate that. Yeah, it's one of the reasons we wanted to, once the internet got better, start moving around a little bit, get out. Blue is a little disappointed.
Yeah, he doesn't always get to come.
And then Brian Betts watching from Toledo. Wow. Woo! Toledo. Good to have you there. Kansas, Toledo, Indiana, Shanoa. Yeah. Which one of these don't fit?
I don't know.
We're glad to have everybody. And then Brian Betts been here 3 times. Wow, sweet, Brian. We appreciate that. So back to the show. So anyway, so those are all things. If you're interested in that, just let us know, and we're happy to do it. Now it is just a gorgeous day.
It is.
It's not raining on us, and we're so happy to be able to be outside and move around, let you see some more parts of Henderson Settlement. Now, one of the things we want to kind of focus on today is, you can see behind us here the original log cabin where everything got started in 1925. This is the original school, or we like to call it that. It's the first class of 13 students was in that school, and it was just a wonderful start for Hiram Frakes and Deaconess Bertha Ryle, or I guess is how you say that. But anyway, so this is a historical landmark that we have here on campus. It's registered, actually, in the Kentucky Historical Landmarks postings and things like that. But as you can see, maybe behind me, it needs some repairs. It's not just things that we could go in and have just any work camp go in and say, oh, we'll put a new metal roof on it.
Yeah,
we want to keep it as original as possible. So it needs some new shingles on it, and it has to be wood shingles of a certain type and all that good stuff. And those
handmade
have to be handmade pretty much, and all that. So that's something, and we need some interior work done and some things like that. So we're really looking at need some help. It's been suggested a few times actually that we build a shelter over top of that.
Yes.
Now, that is an outstanding idea.
Yes.
That would certainly help protect it. But when we've discussed that with other folks who kind of would approve those decisions, it's kind of been the consensus, so to speak, that in relationship to how it fits in with everything else in the campus, that it just isn't the most
aesthetic way.
Aesthetic, that's what I was trying to think of.
I got a big word for you there.
Yeah, I'll look at it when we get done.
It just won't look good.
Yeah, I'm not getting
take away from its history to have a.
And so that's kind of what that is. If it was sitting out by itself, perhaps, and had that, that would probably work. But kind of where it sits at currently, that just doesn't seem to be in the works. So if you know someone out there that perhaps has that special skill. I know we were talking earlier about a Amish group.
Amish group.
Yeah. Amish group that has done some things that we'd love to get some folks like that who have that
special talent to do that,
or maybe just some folks out there that have that specific area. So
do some restoration.
This is an old building. It's not something you can just get 2 or 3 people up on the roof and start working on. It's going to have to be really careful and tedious work being done to make that happen, because it is an old building and it can easily fall through or something.
Yeah.
So, but there's some inside work we need some freshening up and some holes that are happening. And at that time, we could get new poles. We can cut wood, put on for the post and that type of thing. But just a number of things need to be done. Of course, some of that is you can go out like those posts. You can cut your own post and make that happen.
Yeah.
But the shingles, obviously, those got to be purchased, so there is some cost for that.
Yeah.
And perhaps some of the other things, some of the chinking, I think, is for the most part pretty good, but maybe it needs a little bit of work on one side. Just kind of that type of stuff. So if that's something you or someone would potentially be interested in, we'd love to work with you on that.
Yeah.
And see what we can make happen. It's just we really hate to see this building begin to deteriorate to the point to where it just collapses and loses any kind of historical
value,
significance to it. So because it is a great opportunity for us to
look back in time,
have that on campus. And I don't think that's original location. I think where the shop is now. They moved it a number of years ago, but nevertheless, the fact of the matter is,
been here ever since.
It's been here ever since. So it's a wonderful thing. So we got any new comments? We got anything new? No, maybe not.
Gary Kingma. Hello.
Oh, hello, Gary. Good to have you watching us out there. Well, looks like we hit on quite a few things.
I think, we
We're
did.
outside, so we're kind of moving along quick today. We don't know how long the battery's going to last on the computer.
Yeah.
But, man, so things are moving along. And
got a lot of stuff going on.
Man, I love this. I was just looking in the screen there and seeing that picture of the log cabin and the sky behind it.
Yeah, it's
the
beautiful.
Trees. Man, it's nice. It's really just, I love this place. I'm born and raised here, lived here my whole life. But, it's just really a gorgeous place to live. It's easy to overlook the beauty of the area sometimes when you're so focused on the needs that exist and the challenges that exist. Oftentimes we forget, the real just beauty and wonderful good things about this area. And that, is those people, the beauty of the mountains and, and folks like you, folks out there that come here or support us from there or both. And, that's a beautiful thing about this place too. So
only thing that make that picture better is we both step
back in. Fade away.
Fade away.
All right. Well, folks, we're out of the picture. We're going to let you stare at that for a few minutes just as we go away. But God bless you. Look for us again here next Thursday at 1 p.m. And you never know where we might be.
Never know.
Yeah. See you, folks.
Bye.